Hello, everybody. It is Friday, April 28th, 2023. It is 9:30 a.m. on the East Coast of the United States. I do have some rare Sunday openings for appointments this Sunday, if that interests you. And I do have 2 spots left at $222 to work with me. It's usually $333. So you can send me an email if you're interested in one of those Sunday spots. I also do have a few Saturday spots open right now. And right now the moon is at 15 degrees of Leo. This is Natalie Levin Astrology. I forgot to say that. I'm in a waiting room, as you can see. And with the moon in Leo right now is in a square with Mercury and Uranus. So with Mercury retrograde, here's like I might have all these plans about how I'm going to have some playfulness and fun today, and I'm looking forward to that. And at the same time, there's an invitation for this is for Friday. Can I stay loose with my plans? Mercury's retrograde. Can I also know and expect that we will have there might be communication challenges, or there might be, if you're going somewhere, allow for extra time with Mercury retrograde and Uranus in the mix. We also, it can bring up these, because Chiron and Mars are still in a square, there is a conversation happening that can feel, it's like, let's see, what it feels like for me is some young feelings of panic. It feels like an inability to soften into what is. If you grew up in a family where it was not, you weren't invited to, you weren't, the circumstances were not created that in which you felt safe. You knew as a child that you were safe and cared for. You might have developed a survival skill of needing to make sure every T is crossed and I is dotted. And if things are not all taken care of and you have it all mapped out, it can feel like something very young in you is having a panic, and like your very survival is at stake. That kind of energy might be up right now for you. And if that's the case, there's an invitation to settle into right now what is. Like right now, I'm in a room with a little mini fridge. There's a table over there that's for very tiny people. I am safe. There's a roof over my head. I feel my feet on the floor. I can breathe in and breathe out. And my body is functioning. So you might have an invitation to do some sort of work like that. If you get overwhelmed with a feeling of, oh my gosh, there's panic. I feel panic. Can you settle back down into your body? There isn't a potential today of really strange happenings. There's Anne Orderly, whom I listen to. She's an amazing astrologer. She's reminding us that there are several planets that are not behaving as they usually do. Venus and Mars are what she said, and that's called out of bounds planets. And I am not an expert on that, so I won't even try to talk about it. And so in matters of how words are coming out, matters of relationship, of love, you might have some unexpected happenings, and when and if that occurs and you get some sort of a really big emotion, this is for today, Friday, can you also remember that it's possible a big emotion is not necessarily an emergency? Can you pause? The invitation could be, I'm going to pause and breathe and see what more is revealed. And the slowing down, I know for me, what happens is within 24 hours, if I'm in the pit of despair right now, I usually in 24 hours, my feeling space has shifted. Does this feel helpful? If you'd like to work with me in a longer experience, I have one opening for a 30-day container in which we go back and forth with voice memos. And it's really amazing. I create a sacred space for you, and you may share whatever you like with me in there, and it's all confidential. Everything we talk about is confidential, and I hold it all very sacredly. So you may reach out to me if you're interested in that. And I thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel and for liking my videos. I do not take it for granted. I'm very honored. And thank you so much for trusting me as your astrologer today. Okay, take good care.